Boom. All right. They're both semi-close. That's good enough. Whew. Hey everybody, it's Lewis Porter Jr. Today is Monday, January 16th, 2017. It's MLK Day. So we did something good for yourself. I'm just moving books. I'm actually not showing off books, but I'm just moving books. I just moved here for a second. Ugh. Got a lot of stuff I'm going to be going through tonight. Tonight we're going to be having some interesting talks, and we're going to be talking about more stuff. Jeez, I'm going to move this stuff around. Some fun stuff, so I find this interesting. So I'll give it a minute or two before everybody gets online and does their thing. Oh. And it's water tonight. It's not like it's vodka. Like I'm some kind of alcoholic or something. It's very disturbing. People think that I would drink that much. I'm not that good of an alcoholic. I mean, I can have like one drink. You know, I have no tolerance for alcohol. If anyone doesn't know that, I have absolutely no tolerance for alcohol. So like 2 drinks, all you need. It'll put me in a bad spot. It's pretty sad. It's that easy for me, but it's true. I am a weak teetotaler drinker. So if you didn't know that, let me know. All right. So the title like this, of course, want to learn the RPG biz, start Imprint. So a lot of people are like, well, what's an imprint? Okay. So today, or a couple days ago, I got a letter from a friend of mine who's a writer, and he was talking about doing more projects for himself. And he was trying to lay down his idea and plan of what he might want to do. My mindset was very much, don't do that. Do what we call an imprint. An imprint is basically you do like a little business inside of a business. For example, NeoXS is an imprint of LPJ Design. It's it's one of my small little side projects that I do, and you can develop the same thing. Our image portfolio line that we do a store and cook. That's very much an imprint. Basically, it works out very, very simple. And this is I'll break down even the money for you people so you can understand this. So basically, the person will come to me saying, "Hey, you're already established. I want to do some stuff. I want to learn about the business, but I don't want to take all the big risks and make the big mistakes. Can I sign on you as an imprint? Do my designs and stuff. I'll produce them. We'll get the art. We'll sell them, and then we'll split the money." And normally, I do that a lot. It's a very common thing. It happens a lot. I don't know if a lot of people are doing it. I think people should. If you're not doing it, you really should. I've been doing it for a very long time. So I've done it under my name too in other businesses. I'll tell you about that in a second. So basically it works out like this. So if you write something and I'm going to do the layout and I'm going to get all the art, because that's what I want to do if I was going to do the layout, I would break it down very much like this. It would be 10% for myself of the total sale. 10% will come to me. That's my percentage. And that covers everything I need. Because at layout I'm very quick, so it's not a big issue. But it gives me exposure, plus it gives me time to try out new designs. That's why it's very easy for me. 35%, this is the part that always upsets me the most, but it is what it is. That goes to drive through one bookshelf, or depending if you're using like D20 PFSRD, they take 25%. Paizo takes 30%. I don't even remember anymore. Everybody takes their percentage out of that, but I only when I sell on an imprint, I sell directly through RPG Now. This is why. On RPG Now, you can set it up that you can pay the people immediately. That comes directly out of the money. So when we get paid for something, my 10% comes out, and their remaining 55% goes directly to the creator, and I don't have to do anything. I don't have to calculate it. It's on the sale. When the sale happens, we all get paid. I like that much better than like I get paid and then I pay you out. I don't do all that. I don't want to do all that because I don't hold your money. I don't want there to be any kind of issues. You can check the sales. Like, here's the money. Here's the sales. That's how much money you should have. Did you get that money? Well, yeah. Boom. I don't have to worry about that. And it's very much that kind of setup, and that's the way it should be. I think that works the best. I think that's smart if you're an artist, if you're a writer, you can do that. You can set it up that way, and it works well. And you can get the experience in learning what you're doing. And if you do like what most who deal with me, I let you keep all the rights. So it works like this. Suppose you're doing an imprint for me. Suppose it's artwork. Artwork's not artwork. That's not a good one. Okay, artwork. They control. I sell stock art. I sell the stock art side. They can still use the art for anything they want. They can design it. They can put on posters. They can sell. They just can't sell to other people. That's the only requirement. It's like you can't sell to other people as stock art, because I'm selling it as stock art. They're like, okay, they agree to that. But everything else, the usage, boom, there you go. It's 100% thing. And so if you want to Storm wants to make T-shirts and go crazy on it. I should put some notes in this. I just realized that since I'm sitting here leaning over and just talking, I should actually put some of these notes because it's kind of important. But this thing is kind of a momentary thing. So yeah, I got to put Storn's name down. Storn Cook. If you don't know who Storn Cook is, you haven't been watching any of my posts. Storn is one of my favorite artists for a very long time. I've been a fan of Storn Cook's art since I first saw it in all the Champions of the Hero stuff. So it really became really awesome that I got the opportunity to work with him. I'm a huge fan of Storn. I think he's one of the best artists, especially with superhero stuff. If you're doing Mutants and Mastermind stuff and you're not using Storn, I just think you're just wasting time. I mean, why would you not use Storn? He's awesome. The end. So that simply goes. So now, by the way, I told people that you could do that with me, but here's something you may not know. I've worked on several different companies' products as imprints of mine. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't know this. Here's a little hidden fact about Lewis Porter Jr. I worked under a pseudonym, or pen name for you people. I've used a pen name since I've gotten into RPGs, and I use a pen name on some of the products I produce specifically for me, because some of the stuff I was doing was very much outside the wheelhouse and outside my specialty as a publisher and stuff. So I didn't want people to mix up the connection. I wanted people to look at the product separately as its own thing. And, it's not just because my name's attached to it, you think, oh, it's going to be this. So yeah, there's lots of companies I worked for under a pseudonym, which I thought was hilarious. And the main pseudonym that I worked under for a long time is Simon Roquette. And people are like, why would you come name Simon Roquette? Okay. Simon, but I've always liked the name Simon. It's a nice name, simple, it's not too threatening. People don't get threatened by the name Simon. It's like Simon, probably a nice guy. Just a personal thing. And Roquette was from John Le Roquette. Was a huge fan of John Le Roquette. But I thought, well, Roquette's too long. It's cut Roquette, boom. It sounds nice, it's exotic, kind of. It's, it's different. No one would think Simon Roquette, Lewis Porter Jr. And so we did that. And I did that with a lot of products for Mutants and Masterminds. A lot of people didn't know that. People kept thinking like, oh, who's this guy? It's me. People are like, oh, this guy's a really good guy. I like the way he does stuff. It's very inventive. Da. But a lot of times they never made the connection. It was me doing the stuff on there. So that made it kind of cool to me. I thought it was kind of interesting at least. But, So yeah, get a pseudonym so you can do that kind of stuff. So if you're not sure if it's going to work, it's a great way to protect yourself and your brand. If you're a writer. I mean, if you're known for doing a horror stuff and then you want to do a children's book, you can't really, Stephen King can't do kids' books. I mean, he could, but people would be like, I don't know. So you use a fake name. One of my favorite people who does it is John Sanford, who does the Prey books like Silent Prey and all those. That's a pseudonym. I forgot his real name is. Ooh, not gonna find out because I just did see what happens when you talk about something and then you don't do the research on it. And you're like, what is that guy's real thing? So I'm gonna put up there. John Sanford, and his real name is John Roswell Camp, and he's done lots of little books like that. But he goes under Sanford with his book line. His Prey line has been very, very good for him, I guess. I guess that Prey line did pretty well. Oh, he's got a Pulitzer Prize, which I did not know. Interesting. But yeah, I'm a big fan of his books. So, boom. Think about it for yourself. Get a pseudonym, write under that too, and use that. And tell people, don't reveal that's my pseudonym. I need to keep some anonymity. It's important. Hey Troy, what's going on? You need that. You need that to help you as a writer and be creative. And it just so it doesn't people don't get tied up in your name. People get tied up in my name and it's like, oh God, that Porter guy, he's really a jerk. Yeah, I probably am. I'm not lying about that. But at the same time, I want you to read some cool stuff. So, so the companies I've done imprints for, we set up the kind of the same way. They got a cut. I did the product. I would take their layout, lay out my product in their layout so people wouldn't notice the difference, put it up and sell it. And it was great. I mean, I sold a lot of products like that. It was kind of weird how many products I sold like that people never made the connection. So I was always cool with that. So that's something you should think about for yourselves. If you're really serious about this business and you want to learn more, but you don't have the money to make the kind of fatal mistakes that can happen, but you can lose a lot of money in this. I mean, there are a lot of guys who thought they were real smart and, I'll do a Kickstarter. Got a bunch of money for Kickstarter and blew through it. Blew through the money, blew through their credibility, and now look at them. You don't hear from them very much. And you can't, because if they come back, someone's going to be like, oh, man, I remember you screwed me on my money. That happens all the time, really. It's kind of sad how often it happens. You think it'd be less, but it's actually a lot more. Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it like that. I didn't really think about it like that. But I digress. So develop an imprint, find a company that you like. There's tons of companies that do it. I think Legendary Games does it. Who else? I know Legendary Games does it. I know Owen Casey Stevens does it with not Super Genius, right? Rogue Publishing. And I think maybe Right Publishing might do it too. So check out if you're looking for a third-party one. Check out online. Ask companies. It's always better if you already have a relationship with those companies. If you've already written for them and they trust you, then they might be very, very open to do it. First-time guys, don't try to do an imprint first off. You know, try to work for somebody else. At least try to work for somebody else so you can understand the basics of it. If you can't do that, then do your own thing. And if it works out, I mean, like I said, I didn't work for anybody else when I got started. I just started. But you know, over time, I've done other jobs in other places and stuff like that. So it's a little different for me. But for you, do whatever works for you. This is a crazy business. Weird things happen, and weird things work very well. But if you can find somebody who's interested in, like, basically, you know, being your mentor and teaching you stuff, you know, go that route, and you'll make money. You'll be happy. You'll learn stuff, and it'll be a lot less stressful than you think it would be. It's actually quite non-stressful doing it that way. That's at least my mindset. Because, you know, burning your own money and making the mistakes and learning from the ground up can be incredibly difficult to do, but it happens that way. All right, so today's a light show, but a little information for you, get you some juicy stuff, get you excited, get you that knowledge you need, and that's what's important. So tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to talk about, but tomorrow will be more and more business related. Also, so I want to do a special show either this month or maybe next month, definitely next month. But I'd hope to get this month. If anybody's interested in wanting to do one of our special shows, one of our interviews, like a Friday show, it's at least an hour, maybe longer, depending how good the show's going. It can be longer. We can talk about all kinds of stuff in the business aspect. I'd be very interested in talking to you. If anybody knows anyone they'd like to suggest, please feel free to suggest here, or send me a private message, or, you know, let me know. I want to know. I want to know who do you want me to talk to, and what do you want me to talk to them about? Because, you know, just listening to my voice can get boring for everybody. Because, I mean, as exciting as I am, it easily gets boring. So I dig it. So do me the favor, find somebody you like, tell them to come by, tell them to shoot me an email. We'll talk. We'll talk about whatever. We'll talk about something they're doing, some other stuff, some behind-the-scenes stuff, maybe the dirty stuff, maybe the really stuff, the gritty stuff that you guys didn't know. You know, John's a good guy. Jason, that's good. John's a good guy. I never thought about even asking John. So, boom, like I said, if you got some people, send them by. I'll talk with them, and then we'll go from there. All right, I'm getting out of here because, once again, it's hot in my house, and I got to finish folding my son's clothing because I did wash very late today. That makes me not the best father. I'll pay for that while watching some crappy TV. All right, everybody. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day.